Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Civilian Tactics and welcome on back to the channel. So, today we are going to be continuing on with the Battle of Glushkovo. Now, give me just a little moment to regroup all of my infantry. For those curious as to why I had them all spread out like that, I was getting a thumbnail. That's why they were all like spread out all over the fucking place. Okay, so, oh, actually, can you... Where's the officer? There he is. Can you... No. Can you... There we go. Do that and get the officer symbol up so I know he's still alive. I don't believe... Yes, it doesn't matter if he's actually dead or not, the officer, but I still want to keep him alive. Right, so we're going to be hitting this position today, the elevated position. My intent is to try and basically surround Glushkovo itself. Glushkovo is this little like village over here. My intent is to try and surround that village on its own. So yes, that means getting rid of this and of course the two anti-tank guns up here. That is going to be a bit of a pain in the backside though, because those guns are 76mm. My Panzer IIIs are not going to be able to withstand a hit off one of them at the front. Well, I think the way this game works is the further the tank is from the gun shooting at it, the less chance there is for the gun to penetrate, but even at that, I still don't want to fucking chance it. Right, I need you boys across the river now. Now, I am going to have a big kind of operation going today because if I go into here and then look at the Panzerwaffen crew, I can get tank crewmen as much as I want, right? They don't actually, there's not a limited number of tank crewmen. So what I would like to do, if possible, is I would like to get a couple of tank crewmen in. And then these like smaller tanks, the ones with the actual cannons, I pretty much want to scoop up as many of those as possible. So it's basically use the Soviet tanks against them, essentially. Is what I would like to do. You get your Kubelwagen over here. The tank that is in here is... That's right, that's the machine gun tank that's sitting in there. Actually, I mean, you know what? Yeah, this thing, this like little machine gun tank probably would be fairly decent, especially dealing with infantry, but at the moment, I want the tanks to have actual, like, cannons on their turrets, not the machine gun tanks. Namely because I need all the cannon tanks to take out that fucking KV-1 that's hiding in the village. Right, one of you get started on repairs. Actually, can I put more than one in your on repair? Yes, I can. Excellent. Okay, I can put 2 on repair on that one. Good. Now, you, my fine fellow, are going up here. He's going to come up here and he's going to be... That crew, sorry, is going to be repairing this BT-7. Now, on the... Let's see. Strump Pioneers. Nah. I don't necessarily need them at the moment. Let's see. The biggest threat over here will be the 76mm. Yeah, the biggest threat will probably be the 76mm up until we obviously... Till the KV-1 decides to get fucking involved in the fight. But as long as I hit the KV-1 from either its sides or its ass, I should be able to knock it out. Right. Not really sure what I can do on this right flank for the moment. I don't think there is very much I can prepare on this side. Not necessarily. Well, I've got the Panzer IV F1s that I can call in at some point. So that'll be handy. Right. First off, where... Right. The Kubbelwagen is gotten here, so let's decrew this. And recrew or repair and recrew this thing. Do that, get the crew working on that tank. Let me check the status of the other tank. Okay, one of the repairs is done. Right, so the hull itself is still knocked out. That's what the crew officer's working on. Right, for you lads, can I get you... If I move them here, can that tank see them? I don't believe so. So if I move the mortars to here, that tank should not be able to see them that's sitting up in the shed on the left-hand side. Or, well, by the shed on the left-hand side. I'm referring to this tank, by the way, in case anybody's wondering what tank I'm talking about. Referring to that one. So, yeah, if I'm correct, I should be able to put the mortars here, and that tank up on the left should not be able to see them because of the ground difference. If need be, I can always, like, scoot them left. Oh. What the fuck was that? I don't understand who's firing. Oh, he's firing on the mortars. Oh my god. The fuck? Oh. I didn't see that the Soviets had mortars set up there. Right, scoot to the right. That should get you out of line of range, or out of range of the Soviet mortars. Do I have any closer medics? I do, there's one in this squad. Hold up. Brilliant! Absolutely fucking brilliant, gentlemen. That was a good bloody mortar shot. That's both 75mm guns destroyed. God damn, why couldn't my bloody mortars do that every time I asked them to hit something? What is the cannon thing? Oh. Yeah, that's not going to pose much of a fucking threat in a couple of minutes. Honestly, the thing that might pose the most threat is these fucking two clowns, but I can just punch my tanks up this left side. Well, left in alignment to where I am. I can't just punch my tanks up the left side, crush the mortars, and then just bring the infantry up after. So those Soviet mortars are not a big threat, to be honest. Right, move my infantry out the way. That's a tank that's firing on us. You boys can get moved. Excuse me? Oh! That's what's firing on us. Gents. Spin right. I didn't see that the T-28 was freaking rolling out to say hi. Cheeky little shit. What's his cannon? 76. Right, so we'll need to be freaking careful with how we fight. Need to be careful with how we fight, because if we're not careful... Never mind. I was going to say if we're not careful he'll knock out the panzers, but nope. He got knocked out himself. Oh, and he's cooking off. Well, I did kind of want that thing to hit the KV-1 with, but well, I guess I'm not getting that fucking tank now, am I? Right, gents. You all start moving up. Where's that medic? Medic! Get fucking over there and do your damn job. Now you boys get over there and grab that mortar. What are you doing, you moron? Face the correct way.
Soviet armored reserves are incoming from the east.
Yeah, well, I highly doubt that they're going to be able to fucking put a stop to us. Try not frickin' destroy this thing. Hello, gentlemen! I would like you to stop. Soviets are sending their armor reserves, BT-7s. What's over... One fucked off away out here. T-40, that's fine. That's a machine gun tank. That's not much of a big problem. Yeah, so it's basically all like Soviet light tanks, essentially. So yeah, as I said, they don't stand a fucking chance. Give or take. Right. Go. And go. And you can go as well. Get you two back on that. You go over here and heal him. My dude, there's a... I was going to say there's a tank shooting at you. You may perhaps knock out the one that's shooting at you, not the one that's trying to maneuver. Right, he's decrewed. The one over this side is burned out. Okay. What? Oh. Soviets sent a machine gun tank around this flank to... around the right to stop me. I deal with my infantry. Oh, fuck. Good. He's dealt with. Where's that medic? There he is. Fuck, Fuck me, this medic's getting his steps in the day. Holy hell. He's to run constantly run back and forth to try and frickin' handle everything. Why are these two back here? No clue. What knocked out this? Okay. What knocked my armored car out? Oh wait, was that tank over here, tank? No, it was a machine gun tank. I've got no clue what knocked out my fucking tank on the... or my, armored car, but... whatever. Right. Is this BT7 repaired? Yes. Get in it. This little fucker's also repaired. Good, get in it. Right. Speed your backside up here. If I remember right, those BT7s are fast little tanks anyway, so... they should, the thing should be here relatively quickly. Also, I do need to bring up an ammo truck to resupply the Panzer IIIs with. We're running low on bullets. Or shells. Well, bullets, shells, same fucking thing. Excellent. Now you can just stay down here and help protect this position. Right. So medic, I'm just going to keep him back. When I lose my medic. Oh, the Soviets in that trench line aren't dead. Well, no shit, they aren't dead, but you know what I mean. Why are the trench cover options never on double sides? They're always... the trench cover options are always on the one frickin' side, and it's honestly stupid. Is there a bad guy in this fucking house? Yes, there is a bad guy in the house. Can I get an SMG trooper? Ow. Whew. How to take out Soviets inside a building. Fucking go third person, just shoot the bugger. Right, retake him and start pushing towards those mortars because I want to crew those things. You pair can start coming this way. Go over to that right flank. behind it. Cute. And there we go. So that's this position essentially fully cleared. Huh? I was gonna say, who's shooting? Right, you come off of that. Can you repair that? No. Yeah, that's just... That thing's just fucked basically. You come over here. I don't like the idea of Soviet infantry being down that frickin' that roadway. Right, now we need to clear out these trenches right here, and then that'll be this position basically full cleared. Kinda wish I had a fucking flamethrower. That would be helpful, but you work with what you've got. Shitey. Okay. Right, so it seems to be this trench and this trench are the two that are still holding infantry in them. Right. All I'll do is do this so that my infantry will push forward and hopefully shoot the guys. You get a grenade here. Standing close enough to it. Good throw. Right, so that's this trench cleared out. So it's just the far trench plus that little like corner section or whatever you want to call it. Right. Let's continue moving forward. Pile my boys into the trench just so that they have a bit of cover.
Excellent job, Soldaten. This elevated position will no longer be a threat when the weather clears up.
Brilliant. Now we just need to clear that little shite out the corner section. Shoot him. Was a grenade necessary? My god, you just shot the guy. Was it really necessary to grenade him afterwards? I mean, yes, I did tell you to grenade the other sections of trench, but the other sections of trench had bad guys in them. I like to check these boxes. I explained this in my British campaign series, but I like checking these little boxes even though there might be nothing in them. I like still checking because if you check them, you might think there's nothing in them, but then you check them and there's something in them. You know, so it's definitely something I like to do, just like kinda just to be like, oh well, I'll check this thing and see, like, you know, if there's anything actually there. Now, where is my ammo truck? Here he is. Now, I need you to come up here. No, 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 no. Bad boy, bad boy. Go this way. Fucking route he was trying to take would have took him right past the bloody 75mm. Actually, you know what? You know what? Give me control of the truck. I'll manually drive the damn thing up so I make sure it goes the right way. Because yes, for those who don't know, you can actually just manually drive vehicles and such. Oh. That was my fault. I forgot he can't cross a trench. You can cross a trench with a car, not a truck. Or a tank, sorry, not a truck. It's fine though, because we can just go through this little gap here. But yeah, I typically don't do this, like manually drive vehicles and such, because typically there's not really much of a point of doing it, because, like, you know, the AI drives pretty well. But no, yeah, there is some times where it's like I have to manually take control of the truck, or like take control of the tank or some kind of thing. Especially like as you guys would have seen last episode, the position that was back here, the AI were getting like a bit stumbled on these tank traps. Now obviously a human person would just be like, we'll just drive through the fucking gap that's in the middle. But the AI were having a bit of a problem. Their pathfinding was like screwing up a tiny bit, trying to get through that little gap. So, as many of you would have seen yesterday, I had to manually take control of some of the tanks to get them through the gap. Now, the nice thing with these trucks, these Opel Blitzes, well, any ammo thing in the game, but I'm just going to use the truck as an example. The truck will generate supplies on its own when it's not resupplying someone. So if it's sitting off, say it's sitting off to the fuck. Say it's sitting off to the rear, right? And it's not actually near a unit to resupply it, or say I have the resupply thing switched off. What that basically does is the truck will slowly regenerate its supplies over time. And I do kind of wish there was a way to speed it up a little bit. I mean, there probably is by editing like the game files and such, but I'm not someone who's into modding, so I don't know how. Like, I wouldn't know how to frickin' to mod the files to make these trucks regen their supplies faster. But yeah, it is nice because it's like you don't have to constantly waste points buying ammunition vehicles. You know, because your, what do you call it? The truck pretty much just regens its used supplies on its own when it's not being used. So, it is a nice little thing. Right, so that's that squad resupplied. Now I just need to get this one resupplied, and then we can start to plan out the assault for Glushkovo itself. Do this, which will get them all in the thing. There we go. Yeah, the supplies are almost done for the truck, but for those wondering why or how I went through all of the supplies, considering the truck has 1,000, the reason how I went through all of the supplies is because the truck, or the tank rather, the tanks take a lot of supplies to regenerate their ammunition and such. That's how you can burn through supplies quickly. Now, as you can see here, if I click on this and then go down here, it's on 265 supplies out of 1,000, and it gets plus 12 supplies per minute. The 12 SPM supplies per minute is how many supplies it regenerates a minute. And as you can see there, it says remaining supplies. This vehicles are the vehicle supplies your troops with equipment. It refills itself automatically, which is fucking brilliant. I love this. That the trucks like resupply themselves. Now what you can do, what I have done before with like playing single player battles just for the fun of it, is you can go backspace and then 5. Which puts the game into fast motion, and now when you watch the thing, it does tick up the supplies for the truck much quicker. However, you would kind of need to leave the game sitting for a good couple of fucking minutes, maybe half an hour, for the thing to fully regenerate. But yeah, it is nice that it still does that. Now, what I would like to do, are all of my dudes on full health? Yes, they are. Okay, good. Now, let me see. Now, we drew the BT... What was it? A BT-8? Something like that out. I forgot what the fuck the thing was called. T-28, that was it. We drew the T-28 out of the village and obviously smashed it. Now I need to try and think how I'm going to get this bastard out of the village. Or deal with it at least. Right, so let's see. What was its sidle armor? Yeah, sidle armor again. 20... Right, so it's 20 roundabout where the track is. It's 75 on the side of the head. Oof. Yeah. This son of a bitch is going to be a fucking pain to try and take out. It's 30 on its back. On the back of its engine. Do we have anti-tank grenades? I don't believe so. No, we do not. I'm curious if the Strump Pioneer or the Strum Pioneer would have it. I'm curious if the Strum Pioneer would have grenades. Or anti-tank grenades rather. Because yeah, it seems like that's probably the only way we're actually going to be able to destroy that damn thing. Wait a minute, did these guys have AT grenades? It's a regular F1. Nope. Yes, they do. Okay. What do you call it? The Soviets have got... Nope, didn't mean to do that. I was trying to highlight the dead bodies. That's the crate that I accidentally selected there. Nope, that dude's not got any. So yeah, I might do this off camera, but I might run around all of the dead Soviets and try to... What's it called? Try and grab like as many AT grenades as possible. And then throw them... Try and throw them onto that thing's fucking back when we do engage it. Because for that KV-1 at least, the armour seems the weakest on its back, where its engine bay is. Which makes sense. That makes total sense. But it's also a pain in the backside if you don't have fucking AT grenades. Right, so we've got 4 grenades. Okay. We've got 4 anti-tank grenades now, so we should be good to try and hit that fucker. Right, so let's get this guy back. But yeah, I'm probably going to save the battle for the last... or for the next episode. Just because this one's already at 30 minutes because of how slow I took this position. Now we do have 2 tanks up here that are both snaggable. And we do obviously have the... what do you call it? The mortars over here as well. So give me another Panzerwaffen crew. I will need that crew to basically attack to, what do you call it? Capture the tanks. No, that's the machine gun tank. I don't want a fucking machine gun tank. An MG tank is no use. Well, it is, but in a situation where you're actively taking on other tanks, an MG tank's practically fucking useless. I don't know where the tank is. It's supposed to be over here. It says there's a tank sitting here somewhere and I can't see the fucking thing. Maybe it just despawned and the map icon didn't go away. Right, you 3 can actually come up here. And then what I will do is I will take this rifle dude and bring him over here. And that will be basically the crew for the mortars. Yep, give me another Panzerwaffen crew. Because again, I want to get this tank... Basically, these tanks like kitted out with crews. So that if I get these tanks kitted out with crews, I can... What do you call it? I can basically use them in the next attack. But basically what my idea is going to be is I'm going to hit this village from probably this side, this like left flank, and just try and smash, up this road and hit these two 75s or 76s in the rear. Because obviously if we can hit them in the rear and knock them out, then what do you call it? That would be amazing. Brilliant. We now have 2 additional mortars. Fuck yes. I could also, now that I think about it, I could also bring my mortars to like here and just have my mortars shell the gun positions. Just do what I did with like this side. That may actually work. Now what's positioned up here? Oh yeah, the Bofors. The anti-aircraft gun I'm not worried about because my Panzer IIIs are more than thick enough to what do you call it, withstand its shots. So what I'm going to do is get the mortars down here. Did that Kubelwagen arrive yet? Yes it is. Or yes it did. Come up here because I don't want you aggro that tank if I can help it. So like if I can help it, I don't want the, what do you call it? I don't want the Kubelwagens to aggro the tank, the KV-1. Oops. My bad. Now with repairs you can technically speed them up. If I do this and then hit 5, it speeds up the repair of the vehicle. So you can technically do that if you want the vehicle to be repaired quicker. As you can see, the, what do you call it, the lieutenant's like fucking repairing at Mach 10. Oh, that's just straight up crewable. Can I move? I can. Right, bring that over here. Bring that over here so that you can repair it without getting frickin' hounded by that KV-1. Or any other tank for that matter. Right, do this. Brilliant. That is us basically got 2 additional freaking tanks. Okay, good. Brilliant. That is genuinely freaking brilliant. Now we've got the additional tanks, now we can actually hit something. Because yeah, these, like, stolen tanks, I don't care about these stolen tanks. If I lose them, I lose them. I just don't want to lose my tanks, basically. Since mine are more like heavy hitters. Or, well, heavy hitters in the sense of the year that we're fighting. Right. Can you hurry up with that repair? So I can end the video. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date when I post. Don't forget to, what's it called? Yeah, don't forget to check the description where all of my socials are. Don't forget to share a video with your friends and family so that we can get more eyes on the video. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching. Until next time, stay safe and much love.